Alright, well, one full day at Zambia Mission Hospital. First I'll address my scratch, and that was from Royal. I let him go ahead and play with my face and touch my eyes and my nose, and yeah, that was the result of that. So, wow, yesterday we left the Mission Hospital just about 1 or 2 o'clock, or excuse me, the orphanage, and that was sad. And Lisa brought up a good point to me. Why am I sad? Why did I sit there crying and have such a hard time saying goodbye? And I don't know. It's for selfish reasons. These kids are so happy. These kids have everything they want. They have 50 playmates. They have a house mom. And if their house mom isn't there, they have a replacement house mom or a house mom right next door or anyone. They have everything they need. They don't know any different. They don't need any different. And it's still, I'm wrapping my head around that and coming to accept it. And I miss those kids. But yeah, the Mission Hospital. Okay, so we drove home last night, and I felt horrible the whole time. It only took an hour and a half, but it was a bumpy hour and a half, and all I wanted to do was sleep, and very congested. My sinuses hurt, everything, and story goes, I got home, got out of the van, and just collapsed in bed. I remember Dr. Joan coming over and asking me a couple questions. And then I just remember people coming in and out for a couple hours, and I don't really remember much. I guess I went to bed about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 1600, and woke up about, I don't know, about 0800, so I got about 14 hours of sleep. I guess I had taken some medicine sometime during the night. They woke me up and started a Z-Pack for a sinus infection, so feeling so much better. I woke up this morning and still a little congested, but I felt so much better. I wanted to get out there, go to the hospital, see people, but I didn't want to get anyone sick, so I wore a mask, a TB mask, most of the time, that just hung around my neck, and I could put it up when visiting patients. We started off by going to breakfast and then devotion, and devotion was nice. The messenger of God, essentially. I don't know if they're pastors or priests or what they declare themselves as. He was very animated, very passionate about what he was speaking about, and that was nice, and it was refreshing, so that was nice to hear. Spent the rest of the day following Notori around, which was great to be reunited with Notori, and yeah, that was pretty nice. So we started off by doing a wound dressing, a wet to dry, a cesarean that had not closed and then got infected. So we got supplies. I removed the old dressing. Notori packed the new dressing. It was pretty cool. Thought, I'll just go on with my day, and we're not really given any structure, just kind of wander and help where you can help. So we're sitting outside the OR, and I was like, hey, Notori, let's go see if we can get on a surgery. And we did. We get in this surgery, and we don't know what surgery we're even on. And they're starting an epidural. Lisa, Notori, and I are in there, and they can't get the epidural. The epidural needle is like bent like this, and oh, it was horrible. They got 2 different tries, and they said they finally got it in. They come up with this piece of, I don't know, body, because they had cut her. We thought it was a vaginal growth, and so, but they cut her super pubic, and so I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna get to a vagina growth through a super pubic, but we're just gonna watch. So they come up and they pull this body part up. It kind of looks like this, and it looked like this, and then they wrapped it in half. They put a bunch of suture around where my finger is, and then they snipped it above. And then they put that on a piece of paper, and Notori's like, that's the biopsy part, that's the biopsy part. And took a picture of it. He goes, do you know what we're doing? And we're like, no, not really. And he goes, that is the fallopian tube. So they were doing a BTL, a bilateral tubule ligation. And pretty cool surgery. So the second fallopian tube that they whipped out of her made a lot more sense, and we followed that. And anyways, the epidural didn't work very well. It really was sad. She was in pain. Lisa held her hand and really was a good comforter in that. So after that, we popped her head into the OB ward, and well, we got to visit with some pediatric patients, and we had a broken femur on one, and a broken femur on a 4-year-old, and a broken humerus on an 11-year-old. Popped our head into the OB, and a woman, 22 years old, 4 pregnancies prior, 3 kids, was about to give birth. So, of course, I stay around, and we're waiting. The African nurse is saying, don't push. We're telling her to push. She doesn't know what to do. And so another lady comes in who wants to get checked, and Notori and I go in there for like the pre-assessment, and the African nurse looks at us and goes, do you want to blah, blah, blah. We didn't even know what she asked. We're like, we do. So we go in, she goes, go find sterile gloves. So we went and found sterile gloves and sutured up. Next thing you know, Notori has 2 fingers in her vagina looking for dilation. And then I go in and Notori says 4 centimeters. And I say 3 centimeters. And the African nurse goes in, she laughs and she goes, there's no opening. She's not dilated. So, Notori and I, nope, we haven't taken maternity or OB yet, so it was a good experience. I'm glad, we were able to do it. We pop our head back out, and our 22-year-old patient was just getting ready to push, and when the African nurse walked away, Miriam and I are like, yeah, push, 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 push. And she did. She pushed out a baby girl, and I saw her being born. I stood up right by her right shoulder, holding back her right knee, saw the baby being born, had a chance to be able to cut the umbilical cord, but I didn't. I let another gal do that. They took the baby over, got cleaned up, weighed up. It was 6 pounds, couple ounces. Then I went back to the mother, and, don't want to just abandon the mother, and she had to give birth to her placenta, which was not that enjoyable. Not as enjoyable as a baby, right? So, yeah, but I saw that, and that was the experience, and I like it. I like OB. I still am not crazy about OR. I just like the insides on the in and the outsides on the out, and babies can come out, that's alright. But I think, that almost wraps it up. After all of that happened, we got the mom situated, came back, had some dinner, and sat around and the team talked and just shared some stories, and that was really nice too. So, still wearing Kimmy's cross. She's still in my mind. That's a strong little girl, her. And feeling much better. Took some more medicine, so looking forward just to get in the shower tonight and wash up, and then go to bed. See what's in store for tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last full day at the hospital. Saturday we head into Livingston, stay at a hotel, and then Sunday we go on safari and then fly out. And late Monday we get into the States. So that would be it.